Good evening, everybody. This
Good
is
evening.
Bear Chat with Lonnie and Will. I am Will,
Hey, Will.
and that is Lonnie.
Hey, guys. How you guys doing? We had some technical difficulties, but we're gonna push on through. We're gonna push on through.
Absolutely,
And how you
absolutely.
doing this evening, Mr. Will?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can't complain one bit. So
That's what's up.
we're gonna go. Well, he has. Lonnie has some. Lonnie
Announcements.
has some announcements.
Hey, guys. Just a few announcements about this weekend. I don't know what you guys have planned for this weekend, but this weekend is going to be fantastic, especially for the bear community. I know in Miami, my one of my good friends, Tony Davis, is kicking off his Heatism this weekend. So if you're down in Miami, Florida, make sure you check out Heatism. Unfortunately, I don't have the details, so I don't have the details that I can give out. Like the I think they call it like a guest hotel or the
A
hotel
host
that's
hotel.
where everybody meet. Host hotel. Thank you. So I don't have that information, but definitely, if you are able to check out the Heatism page, Tony Davis has a beautiful weekend planned for everybody that's in Miami, and um, and just a word of caution: just make sure that you play safe always, and also make sure that you are aware of your surroundings from all this from all these bear not bear but all the violence against gay men. So just make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Also, here in Atlanta, if you are up here, this Sunday they have at the Slice, which is I think in downtown Atlanta, which is hosted by the Big Boy Pride. They have their Slice. I think that starts at 3 p.m. and that goes all the way up until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in Atlanta, make sure you check out these events. And Mr. Will, what do you have planned for your weekend?
My weekend's gonna be chill. A good friend is getting 1 year older, so we'll be hanging out this weekend, and that's actually the extent of my entire weekend because my weekend started today. So,
Oh, what? That's what's up. That's what's up. So, but also, if you guys don't know already, I am part of the Male Media Mind, and this Sunday we won't be having a Google Hangout. So unfortunately, due to the holiday time, we won't be on Sunday, but definitely the next following Sunday we will be back at our regular scheduled time. So I'm going to hand the baton back over to Will and let him go in with his first subject.
all right, the start in subject is should you, which you shouldn't, but should or how do you handle uh, bringing old stuff from a previous relationship into a new relationship. So I start the topic out by asking you how you have handled this in the past.
um, um, I'm a saint, so none of this applies to me. But have I brought baggage into? Yes, I have. I really truly have. Um, Fortunately, people always thought that, oh, I can, because I guess based on how I looked at the time, people wanted to take all my goddamn baggage. Once I unloaded my baggage, they really quickly was just like, you know what, let me rethink this shit because you ain't that goddamn cute. So, but they
Damn!
always ended up being an issue, and And I missed out. I had missed out on some good relationships, I think. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can go on. I can go on, but I want to know exactly what you're talking about before I spill all my tea.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm talking about because there are a lot of people out there that jump from relationship to relationship and what have you. Um, that's
Oh,
not
I'm finna get off
my
this Google
own.
Hangout.
That's not my own experience, but from what I have
Ooh.
heard, but what I have heard is
Ooh.
that a lot
Tread
of
lightly, Will.
people, that a lot of people have jumped from one to the next to the next. And so, where do you have that time to go and grieve the previous person? And should you go and jump from one to the one after the other? Do, 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 do. Should you jump from one to the other without
I'm
having?
sorry, Alex. What was the question?
You're not going to continue to ask the question over and over and over again. The question is, should you jump from one to the other without having any time to grieve the previous one? Should and have are two different things, okay?
Uh, um, I don't personally. I don't think you should. I think that there should be a space in between. Since I've never been one to jump from relationship to relationship, um, I really don't know how to really answer that question. Have I just think that maybe there should be, but as people have elegantly have told me, is that there's no written rules on how to date and should you wait or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah, true. You make a good point because everybody moves on at their own rate. The problem is that it can sometimes come off the wrong way, you know. So
I'm just saying that, but it just seems as though those people relationships bleed into one another. Like, dude, was there
mhm.
ever a time where you just like said, okay, well, let me spend just being to myself 6 to a year, depending upon how long you was with someone. I think I knew somebody who was with someone for about 20 years. I think they were together. My uncle and his lover, they were together for about 25 years. Um, they moved from Arizona and they were an interracial couple, um, which was interesting to me. Like that was the first time I've ever known a black man to date or be married or in a relationship with a white guy. And for 25 years, they lived in Arizona. The lover wanted to move here to Atlanta. So my uncle, not knowing what Atlanta is, he moved here for love because his lover wanted to move here.
Oh wow.
As soon as they got here,
Mm.
it was somebody else. Just
Mm.
like
That
so,
that is
I
the
just simply
ultimate
think
hurt.
that with oh yes, it is. See, that gets somebody killed right there. Um, but my thing of it is that if you don't give any grieving, like if you just move on to somebody else, my thing would be is that were you ever in love with that person? Like, was this the relationship that broke you guys up? Was this the relationship that was waiting in the wings, and then all of a sudden, when you guys break up, you done moved on with this bitch? Like, what's really good? What's good, Molly? What's good? You know? So yeah,
you're talking too much.
Your topic, but I'm just saying, damn. Like, can you just give me the proper grievance? Don't just move on without me. Shit, damn. I'm sorry. That's just messy to me.
Yes, it is. It is very messy and wrong, especially when he moved out here to start over, and now you're stuck here, and now you're on your own. Oh hell no! I'd
I'm
be I'd be going and tossing tables and chairs and shit. It'd be Jerry Springer up in here.
nah, fuck Jerry Springer. This shit would be waiting to exhale up in this motherfucker.
Yes.
And the kicker is that he moved the bitch in. Oh, you know what? Let me stop drinking. Let's move on. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh hell no! That's some bullshit. Straight up.
I'm not trying to throw my family business out there, but definitely, I think that there should be a point in the relationship where, if we break up, just don't jump into the next relationship. Like, dude, just, for my ego, I think, just grieve me for a little bit.
And you got a big one. That's the only thing.
See, what we ain't gonna do is come for Lonnie tonight. That's not what we about. That's not what we about to do tonight. No, sir. No, sir.
Love you.
Uh-huh. So have you known people that did that?
Yes, I have. I've known a few.
And
that will just jump
have you guys
right from each other. I've never had that experience. I never brought up the subject because I didn't want to get in it and stuff. But it's a definite. I know it hit the other partner hard. That I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's hard. That's like, wait, why did we spend all this time with each other if you just up and split and find you somebody else? Like, what? So I don't know.
Do I know these people?
We're not going there right now, okay? We're not going there right now.
Who is we talking about this evening?
We're going to move on to the next topic. Thank you. What now? Let's move on to your topic, okay?
All right, guys. I got a story to tell. All right. This is a dating thing because, I've been here and there. And when I tell you Facebook sometimes can make and break a relationship, it truly can. All right. So here's the story. And let me know how you would handle this, Will.
Okay, I will.
I had been dating this person for a few months. I decide that I feel comfortable enough with posting that I'm hanging out with such and such. When I did this posting, somebody came to my inbox and said, "Oh, you dating them?" And I'm just like, I type back, "Yes, what's going on?" So, all right. I need to take another drink, but we're going to get to this topic real quickly.
Sip.
The person decides to inform me that has been dating them. They informed me that they were not trying to be messy, but they just wanted to let me know that this person has been dating them. And my mouth dropped, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well," I said, I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I don't believe you, but I just need to see some receipts." So this person decides to send me some receipts. They sent
Mm.
me some motherfucking receipts. They asked me, how long have I been dating this person? I told them, I said, hey, I've been dating, we'll just give them a name. We'll just say James. I've been dating James for about, since the end of January. Since the end of January, we've been talking. And we just recently started getting real serious or whatever. And so I said, well, I don't want to sound like I don't believe you. So if you can show me the receipts, then we can hold this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent me receipts. They sent me the conversations. They sent me um, screenshots of the nude photos that were exchanged, and
Ooh.
and my mouth just motherfucking dropped. And
And that
so they,
sinking type of hurt got you like right here. You got like that. Ugh.
it wasn't hurt, but it was just like a more of a kind of a confirmation a little bit, because this person was telling me that they don't take the person that I was dating telling me that they don't take new photos or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, who don't take nude photos? But okay, if that's the story you want to tell me, okay, cool, whatever. So this person sends me all the new photos, and I'm just looking at this shit like, this bitch told me they don't take new photos, but clearly you busting it wide open on this motherfucking
Ooh.
chat that
Ooh.
y'all having.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
So started telling me the nature of their relationship. They started telling me that they had been talking to this person for about a year. So I said to them, I said, well, I knew about the other person. I just didn't know about you. My thing with dating is that if you're going to date multiple people, always be honest with people. Don't lead people on. So as this person kept talking to me, they kept saying that they're not trying to be messy, but
But
they
they
wanted to
totally were.
promote brotherhood within, what you say? They were
I
trying to be
said that
messy.
was yes, yes, they were all the way.
So as they're telling me that they're not trying to be messy, they're telling me intimate details about the nature of their relationship. And with me, I normally don't put all my eggs in one basket. That's not something I do or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
what ended up happening, they started telling me that, I haven't had sex with them. Had I had sex with them, they would have been blocking you on Facebook and deleting you on their friend list on Facebook. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, you tell me in one breath, you're here to promote brotherhood. And you're telling me because the men in the gay community are not straightforward, that they always want to have secrets with one another, and that you're calling me to inform me so that I'm aware of this person. But yet you're telling me intimate details. Then you tell me that had the person that I was dating was intimate with you, instead of you getting blocked on Facebook and unfriended, me getting blocked and unfriended on Facebook. And I'm sitting there like, in my head, I'm sitting there because I didn't say shit. I just sat there and I listened. Just like, bitch, you can't compare me and you. We two different motherfucking people. There's no, clearly he blocked you for a fucking reason. He didn't block me. And as I told him, I knew about the other person that they were dating, but I never knew about you. So as this person is telling me these stories, and I was left to really think, and I was wondering, is it ever okay to inbox somebody to expose the person that they're dating if you're not hurt? So, like for you, if somebody was to inbox you and tell you, hey, the person that you're talking to has been talking to me, and I have the receipts, and they send you these receipts.
How would I handle
How would
that?
you truly handle that situation?
Hmm. I don't know how I would because, to be honest, well, okay. One, it depends on how I've started this out. Are we
Uh-huh.
talking as in this is becoming something, really substantial? Or is this just
Mm.
us just going talking and having a good time?
Uh-huh.
Um, that's one. Two is this is a hard one. This is a really hard one because he's being really he's being wrong by going to put out all that info about somebody that you're
Mm.
talking to. Like,
Uh-huh.
who does that and thinks it's okay?
Well, clearly they do. Well, clearly
That's
they do.
not right. Now, my question to you is
So,
have you addressed that yet with him?
with who?
With the person that
The person that told me, or the person that
you are talking
I
to?
was dating?
Oh, you said was, so yeah, you addressed it. Okay. You
Honestly
addressed it.
speaking, with I addressed it, but I didn't address it because of that. Because number one, allow somebody to break up anything that I'm in. I don't give a fuck
Hmm.
what information you have. I don't give a fuck what receipts you may have, because they didn't want to fuck with you. And why they didn't want to fuck with you, I really truly don't know. And I'm not cursing at this other person. This is just how I talk or whatever. So if this person is watching, I'm not cursing at you or whatever. I'm pretty much cursing at the situation. Um,
Oops.
but to compare yourself to me, I just didn't understand, why the fuck would you compare yourself to me? Why would you come out of your mouth? If you're not trying to be messy, why come out of your mouth and say, you know what? Had I been intimate with, I think I gave him James. Yeah. Had I been intimate with James, James would have ended up blocking you on Facebook, Lonnie. And he would have never answered your phone calls or whatever. So, in a sense, I'm kind of helping you out to let
Mm,
you know what type of person you're dealing with or whatever. And
mm.
I'm just sitting here like, how are you helping me out? You're not truly helping me out. What
No.
it is that you sound like you're kind of scorned, and so you're kind of lashing out. And at the same time, you're asking me, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is really no concern of yours.
Hmm.
Honestly speaking, it's no concern of yours, whatever I choose to do at this point. But our relationship did not end because of that situation. Because number one, whenever I date somebody, if I do not say to you, we are dating monogamously, then 9 times out of 10, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. So when they was telling me all this information, I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Oh, okay, whatever.
Snap,
Um,
snap. Okay.
and
Mm.
so me and this person, we did not work because I felt as though that they were giving me broken promises. They were feeding me what I wanted to hear. And that's why we broke
Mhm.
up. This person that I was dating, um, they sold cars for a living or whatever. And only thing, every time I hung out with them, it was just I always felt as though that they were trying to sell me a used car. And that's why we broke up.
Oh, okay.
And it was just something about the situation that just really did not sit well with me. The other
Hmm.
person told me wasn't something that what the other person told me did not affect how our relationship ended up. Because honestly speaking, I think during the time that you're getting to know somebody, I can't be upset with somebody if they sleep with somebody else. I don't get upset with somebody if they sleep with somebody else. I don't get upset if they're talking to other people, because we're not in a committed relationship at that point. What we are doing is that we are dating, but we're not married. So you can do whatever you want to do while we're just dating. But I was more upset with the point that somebody that's reaching out to me in my inbox who's claiming not to be messy, but they're being messy. Then at the same time, there was somebody, this other person, you feeding this other person false dreams, and you're feeding me dreams as well, telling me that, oh, this is what we are going to do. Our future is going to be like this. We're going to have this many kids and all this and all that. And here it is, you feeding these other people the same thing. That's what I kind of got upset about. And that's one of the reasons why we broke up, without going into any, major details. But definitely, part of me really wants to know, is it ever really okay to I guess warn somebody, or to reach out to the person that this person is dating, to, I guess, to do what this person did?
You can warn them, but to go to the extent in which he did is way wrong. You can just go and say, hey, you may want to watch out here, because I've had some issues here. I don't want to get into those issues, but just understand, you may just want to watch out. You may not have that same issue, but that's what I had. And leave it right at that. Don't, what I'm saying? And just go and stop. And that, I think, is a good stop.
Exactly.
He was just being a complete ass because he was upset and scorned.
And the more he kept saying that he wasn't trying to be messy, the only thing I kept hearing was that, yeah, I think you are trying to be messy, because you're feeding me a lot of information right now. And I can see if the person had built a life with this person, but it just came across as that definitely something hurt you. And since you can't reach out to them, you're going to reach out to me. Because honestly speaking, we're not that good of friends. Like, we've seen each other out and about. We've spoken. I think we even flirted with one another. But that was like years ago. So for you to reach out to me and say that, hey, I'm not trying to be messy, and you give me all these details, is that you are being messy. And I do understand that the bear community is a very small community. And then when it gets more smaller, when you factor out what type of guys you like, it gets even more smaller. And for this person to do what they did, it just really made me think about the whole thing. And that's one of the reasons why I never take photos with people that I'm dating.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
No, I had the question of oh crap, it just went in and brought it back out. Shit.
Lets me know how your weekend about to go. Push it in, pull it out, move it in, move it out, just go with it.
No, sir. But that's a good rule, actually. But yes. So, and this is not on topic, but can you talk to somebody that isn't your type?
Can I talk to them?
No, I mean like talk as in let's try this out.
Conversation.
Mm, interesting. So you would go and pass up something that could be wonderful because they're not your type?
See, mm-mm. Y'all kill me with that bullshit. Mm-mm. No, people kill me with that bullshit. Oh, you gonna pass us something that could be good just because it's
No,
not your goddamn type? Yes, I really can. We'll pass it up all motherfucking day. So
that's interesting.
y'all be killing me with that bullshit.
No, no, it's not because I have tried stuff out with the people that are not in my type and has worked out wonderfully. And but I know that I have a type also. I think that we go and close ourselves off so often that it's crazy. It's like we don't have enough of us out there to even get all upset with that. That's that,
Bitch, I would jack
that's
my
ultimate.
goddamn dick for the rest of my life before I go out with somebody that I am not attracted to.
No, 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 no,
Doing
no,
a
no.
disservice
There's a
to them,
difference.
to
There
yourself,
is a
not even
difference
attracted to.
between. No, 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 no. You have a type. You could find somebody who is not your type that is still very attractive. That is totally wrong.
Okay. Oh, what was your question again?
Would you date a person that was not your type?
Would I date somebody that was not my type?
Yes.
Um, define type.
Uh, physical type. A type, it doesn't necessarily go and mean that they're not attractive. It just means that you may really get into larger people, but yet he might be skinny, but he's still attractive.
Um, I'm not the average type of person because number one, the people that I find to be attractive, my friend Lester Bailey can tell you, James Dukes can tell you, anybody that fucking truly knows me knows full fucking well that the people that I find to be attractive, they look at me and be like, really? That motherfucker is ugly. So I will always choose somebody that I have chemistry with. I will never choose anyone chemistry with. That's just point blank.
Absolutely.
If that means it's a
Mm-hmm.
type or if that means that it's a preference, it is what it is. I will people that I do not find sexually attractive. I have dated those people. And I don't know if you would consider that to be a type or a preference. I don't know. But I did it because I wanted to broaden my horizons. It just didn't work because I was not physically attracted to these individuals. And I did such a disservice. They felt as though I was misleading them. And I'm just like, they asked me, did I find them sexually attractive? I said no. And some of them still tried to date me. And if that meant that I lost out, because some of them were well off, some of them made a lot of money, but they also tried to shower me with gifts, but it
Hmm.
just wasn't where my heart was. I just did not find them sexually attractive. And if that means that I have a specific type, which honestly speaking, I don't, I always go with chemistry. If I feel a certain chemistry with this person, if we are sexually compatible, that's what I normally choose when I'm looking for somebody to date. Because the last person that I was talking to, my friend pulled me to the side and just like, Lonnie, you can do a hell of a lot better than that. And for me, I'm just like, what are you talking about? They're like, Lonnie, they don't even like Lonnie. This person just, no, Lonnie, no. And I'm just like, well, this is what I like. So it is what it is. And for me, I just go by chemistry. So I don't know if you would classify that as a type or as a preference, but definitely I want somebody who can lay it down in the bedroom.
Oh,
and somebody they don't have to
okay.
they don't have to be attractive to nobody else.
True.
To find them attractive, but me. I would date an ugly person with good sex any day than I would a pretty person.
Oh.
Because I don't feel the need to fight nobody over this pretty ass person. But that's just me. That's just me. And I'm not saying, and, you know, I will fight anybody over my relationship. Honestly, I will. But I think when you date somebody who looks a little homely, you don't have to worry about nothing. You'll be the pretty motherfucker in the relationship anyway. So that's how I look at it.
Oh, our conversations are always so interesting. I've done it. I have, and I've done it. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, so you dated somebody that you were not sexually attracted to, or somebody that was not your type?
No. I have always been with somebody that I've been sexually attracted to. That's always been the case. You have to have that. You have to.
Oh, okay. Well, so.
But you wasn't paying attention to my
your
question.
Type?
Now there were some that were not my type. No. Just to be honest. I have a type. I like certain types of
what
guys.
What type of guys you like?
Why are you going to put that out there? Really? Really? we're not even going to have that conversation.
I'm just saying that. Okay, JR.
Yeah, you go on and have your wine.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no, this is not wine. This is actually, it tastes like wine, though. It really does. This is what you call cognac and not raspberry, but I just normally just have it in a wine glass, but
because you're trying to be all
cranberry juice.
Well, you are all, yeah.
And I got turned out to not turned out. But,
how? Explain that one. I'm waiting.
Going to to a French Connection. I had a French Connection, I think last week Friday. Cognac and Hennessy, and I think it was cranberry juice with lime. I think that's what the guy put in there. And I had this from at Bulldogs. And when I tell you,
wait, hold on, stop.
I ever had.
So you were out. Okay.
That was the smoothest. It did not taste like gasoline. I do go out.
I know you do, but you don't ever go and call anybody to say I'm going out.
After I got off about somebody that I was dating.
Oh, I figured something. Well, we'll talk offline.
No, we can talk here. It is what it is. You know, maybe this can help somebody who might be watching. You know, never know.
I can. Just be on. Let's wait till we're offline.
What, you can tell when I'm dating somebody? Is that what you're
Yes,
about
I
to say?
can. Yes, absolutely can. I can tell when there's something wrong when
No,
you're
you can't.
with somebody. Oh, yes, I can. I've been around you long
No,
enough.
nobody knows when I'm dating somebody. Okay, am I dating now?
I think you're taking a break. I think you want to, but I think you
Oh,
are.
that's what you think I'm doing?
Mhm. I'm being honest.
Remember, I said I don't put all my eggs in one basket.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Because truth be told, as this person was telling me what this other person was doing, I'm just like, I can't be mad because I can't be mad. Okay, so
Anyways,
I can't be mad. I can't be mad.
anyways, y'all. All right. So, is that the end of
I'm
that
just saying,
topic?
I'm like, why do I have to be mad with somebody? Well, that actually is the end of the topic. So I've enjoyed my time with you. The topic went by really, really quickly, though.
It did. It did. But it was a good one. It was a good one. But anyway, everybody, we're about to get on out of here. We'd love to have everybody have a wonderful holiday 4th of July weekend. And we will see you 1 week from today. See ya.
All right, guys.